Hey everyone, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Keisha, this is Jovi, and today we're going to be doing a birthday book haul. So if you didn't already know, my birthday was on September 20th. I am 28 now, and so I wanted to do a little bit of a birthday book haul. If you missed my birthday vlog, I will go ahead and link it up above in a card and also down below. I got to go on a little birthday adventure, do some book shopping, see a waterfall, and spend some quality time with my husband. So it was a really fun time, and now I want to show you guys all of the books that I got for my birthday. So I've got a few packages to open with you guys, and I've got some books from 2 different bookstores and a library sale. So let's just go ahead and jump into the haul. So I'm gonna start with the packages just because I know you guys don't want to wait on that. So let's just go ahead with the packages. This first one I already know is from my husband, and I already know what it is, but I was just gonna open it with you guys. So Jovi's in my lap and she's like, what's that? Okay, so I saw this on Amazon and I told my husband, I was like, this is my perfect, like a perfect gift. I need this. So he got it for me. So this is, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. This is a 1,000-piece puzzle from Gaiman, and it has a bookstore on it called Bookhaven, and it's got a little dachshund down here that looks just like Jovi. Doesn't that look like you, baby? She's like looking at it. I don't know if you guys can see her, but yeah, so I'm so excited about this. I don't put together puzzles very often, but every now and then I like to do them, and we've done a lot of them lately. So I wanted to get this puzzle and do it with Will, and then also probably like glue it together and frame it, because books and my dog, I mean, it couldn't get better than that. Okay, I don't know who these packages are from. I know roundabout because I was told, but if there's a note in there, we'll figure it out. If there's not, we're just gonna wing it, and I'll figure out by deductive reasoning. Okay, probably really should have grabbed something to open this with. Okay. Oh my gosh, I know who this is from already. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. Jovi's like in the way of like getting fit with this. Okay, let me see if there's a note, and there may not be, but I think I know who this is from. And if I'm wrong, please let me know. But I believe this is from Ashley. So this is The Halloween Moon by Joseph Fink, and Ashley and Tegan from the Biblios podcast are actually going to be doing a read-along of this for October. So if you guys want to read The Halloween Moon, this is a spooky middle grade, and the cover is beautiful. I love this. So yeah, and then you've got the blue underneath with the spooky letters. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Okay, so I don't really remember what this is about, so I'm gonna go ahead and read the synopsis and let you guys know in case you're interested. Esther Gold loves Halloween more than anything in the world, so she is determined to go trick-or-treating again this year, even if her parents think that she is officially too old. I can relate to that. Esther has it all planned out, from her costume to her candy collecting strategy, but when the night rolls around, something feels off. No one is answering their door. The moon is an unnatural shade of orange. Strange children roam the streets wearing creepy costumes that might not be costumes at all, and it seems like the only people besides Esther who are awake to see it all are her best friend, her school bully, and her grown-up next-door neighbor. Together, this unlikely crew must find a way to lift the curse that has been placed upon their small town before it's too late, because someone is out to make sure Halloween never comes to an end, and even Esther doesn't want to be trapped in this night forever. That sounds so good, like a never-ending Halloween. But you don't want to be trapped in that forever, right? Because if you did that, like, that's like those Christmas stories where people are like, we want it to be Christmas every day, but then it loses its magic. It's not as special. So this looks super cool. It's kind of like the flip-flop. You've got the top, and then you've got it flipped, where it's like this Halloween forever kind of feel. And there's this creepy person in this window up there. Like, I'm so excited for this. So thank you. Like I said, I think this was Ashley. So let me know for sure in the comments if this was you. But thank you so, so much. I'm so excited to read this in October. I will definitely be adding this to my October TBR. Okay, next one. This is going to be a time. I really should have gotten scissors. I feel like I'm going to like jab Jovi every time she's in my lap. Okay, let's see. I think there's a note with this one. So let's see. Maybe. Oh no, but I see what the book is, and I'm so excited. Hold on. I don't know. You guys are gonna have to tell me who sent me what, because I don't know if there's notes. This looks like this is a receipt. Okay, I don't know who this is from, so please comment and let me know who this is from. I'm trying to remember like the order I got the packages because that would be helpful, but I don't remember. So please, please, please let me know who sent me something. I know who to thank at the end of this, but not for specifically what. So I got The Electric Kingdom by David Arnold, and I have been so excited to read this. This is a young adult kind of survival story, and it sounds really interesting. I haven't heard a lot of people talk about it, but I love this cover so much. It sounds so freaking awesome. So, oh my gosh, look at this. I didn't even know that was in the inside. That makes it even cooler. So, oh, I love this. Okay, so let me know in the comments, like I said, who sent this to me, because I'm not entirely sure. I can do deductive reasoning if I find notes. I've noticed that Amazon has been kind of bad about putting notes in. So, okay. So this story says, when a deadly fly flu sweeps the globe, it leaves a shell of the world that once was. Among the survivors are 18-year-old Nico and her dog on a voyage devised by Nico's father to find a mythical portal, a young artist named Kit raised in an old abandoned cinema, and the enigmatic deliverer who lives life after life in an attempt to put the world back together. As swarms of infected flies roam the earth, these few survivors navigate the woods of post-apocalyptic New England, meeting others along the way, each on their own quest to find life and love in a world gone dark. Oh, that sounds so good! It says it's a sweeping exploration of art, storytelling, eternal life, and above all, a testament to the notion that even in an exterminated world, one person might find beauty in another. This just sounds so good. I have had this on my list since before it even came out. I think I saw it in a like a webinar for a publishing company when I was working back at the library, and it just sounds so good. So thank you to whoever sent this to me. Maybe I can use deductive reasoning. If not, leave me a comment. I'm gonna thank everybody that I know sent me something at the end. So, but anyways, I'm so excited about this one. Okay, let's see what's next. Oh my goodness, are there 2 books in here? Who sent me 2 books? Oh my gosh, you guys, you're gonna have to do this. Also, let me just go ahead and say, please don't ever feel like you have to send me something. Actually, oh my gosh, okay, this has a note in it. Okay, I know who this is from. Please don't ever feel like you have to send me anything for my birthday, but please know that I also super enjoy getting things. It just makes my heart so happy, and I love it so much. Oh my gosh, okay, I'm so excited. All right, so I'm gonna read the note first. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay. All right, so let's see. Happy birthday, Keisha. I hope you have such a good day celebrating you. I'm so thankful we met and are getting to know each other better. Yay for Bookstagram. Amen. Love you. Enjoy these books, from Lauren. Oh my gosh. And this is Lauren from LaurenLoveReads. If you don't know Lauren, you need to check her out. She is on BookTube and Bookstagram. So Lauren got me the one by John Mars, which I'm so excited because I don't know. I feel like I've been back and forth with this book for years. And then Zoe from Zoe Delaney read it, and Liv from Liv's Library. I don't know if she's read this yet, or if I can't remember if she read it or she was just talking about it, because I know they've been talking about John Mars. And so I'm so excited about this one. I think this is about like this dating app where you get like matched with your perfect soulmate, like your one person, and it ends up like tearing apart marriages and things like that. It's this program. Let's see, is it Match Your DNA? The company announced they found the gene that pairs each of us with our soulmate. Since then, millions of people around the world have been matched, but the discovery has its downsides. Test results have led to the breakup of countless relationships and upended the traditional ideas of dating, romance, and love. I think somebody ends up getting matched with like a serial killer in this too. So I don't know. It sounds super good. So I'm excited about that. Then, you guys, this is going to make my October TBR so hard. Like, I think I have things figured out, and then I get new books. So this is The Nature of Witches by Rachel Griffin. And okay, we have to have a moment of silence for this beautiful Under the Dust Jacket. Like, why all books should go this hard. Like, thank you to whoever decided this needed a beautiful, like, I don't even, like, this is beautiful, but like, I just want this on my shelves. Like, it's just be so pretty. It's so stinking pretty. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I've been hearing everybody talk about The Nature of Witches, and I don't know if I've talked about, or if people have talked about reading it so much as just being super excited for it. So let me tell you what it was about. It says Clara Dinsmore is an Everwitch. I'm already liking this. For centuries, witches have maintained the climate, their power peaking in the season of their birth. But their control is faltering as the atmosphere becomes more erratic. All hope lies with Clara, whose rare magic is tied to every season. Okay, that's pretty cool. Oh, so I think this is going to explore all the seasons, maybe. In autumn, Clara wants nothing to do with her power. It's wild and volatile, and the price of her magic, losing the ones she loves, is too high, despite the need to control the increasingly dangerous weather. In winter, the world is on the precipice of disaster. Fires burn, storms rage, and Clara finally accepts that she's the only one who can make a difference. In spring, she falls for Sang, the witch training her. As her magic grows, so do her feelings for him, until she's terrified Sang will be the next one she loses. In summer, Clara must choose between her power and her happiness, her duty and the people she loves, before she loses everything. From a stunning new voice comes a story about a powerful witch who must decide if using her volatile magic to help the world is worth the price of losing the person she loves the most. Oh my gosh. That sounds so good. I'm so excited. Look at this cover. This is, yes, like marketing. You're doing it right here. So thank you so much, Lauren, again, for sending me those. I did not know you were sending 2 books. You were so sweet. Thank you so much. Okay, let's see what's next. I have a feeling who sent me the Electric Kingdom, but I'm not sure. We're going to figure this out. Okay. Let's see. What do we have next? Oh, no. Okay. Oh, no. Okay, so I'm pretty sure. So this one... I don't know why Amazon does this. It's like it doesn't take it off the list. Okay, no worries. It's fine. We're going to figure this out. So this is from Tiffany from BeautifulMinutiae. So thank you so much, Tiffany. She says, I think this will be a little late. It wasn't too late. It's fine. I'm sorry that it was late, but happy birthday to my birthday twin. Yes, me and Tiffany share a birthday. I hope you have an amazing day. Enjoy this book. Yay! So once again, this is the Halloween moon. So I don't know how this happens. Like I said, I feel like I've seen other people have this issue with Amazon. So I have both of these now. So I'm going to figure out, I'm going to talk with you guys about what you would prefer me do with them. Because I feel so bad when that happens. I can either like trade it in, or my book club kiddos might like it too. I don't know, but let me know. I hate when this happens, but I'm so thankful for you sending this to me. You did not have to do that. I'm so excited. So Tiffany, thank you so much. I'm really excited to read this one. Okay, I have one more package, and then we'll get into the books that I got from the stores and the library sale. So let's see what this one is. This is in a big box, but it doesn't feel like there's that one book in here, so that's kind of odd. Okay, I know who this one's from. Okay, so I think the Electric Kingdom is from Emily. So Emily, if that's you, let me know. Thank you so much. I'm so excited. So I think that was from you, Emily. I'm sorry if there was a note and I like lost it. So thank you so much. And then this one, I think is from Elizabeth. Let's see. Yes. Okay. Happy birthday, Keisha. I have this one too and plan to read it during spooky season. We should read it together if you want. Yes. Okay. So this is from Elizabeth from Ponytails and Paperbacks. You guys should check her out. Also, check out all these awesome people. Like, these are some of the sweetest people I've met on the internet. Like, just love them so much. So, Elizabeth got me Fangs by Sarah Anderson, and this is a beautiful cloth bound. Oh, I'm so excited. Let me take this part off. This is a love story between a vampire and a werewolf. It's a graphic novel. I'm going to slide this off the back so we can see the back also. Ooh, and on the back it says, I want your love is crossed out, and it says blood. So this is Fangs. This is so pretty. Like, I need to set this up for Halloween. There are black sprayed edges. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. So I've seen a few people talk about this. It's essentially what I said. It's a relationship between a werewolf and a vampire. So it's called Fangs. Did I say it was by Sarah Anderson? So I'm just like, I'm super stoked about this. I am not like super into vampires and werewolves, like a ton, but this really piqued my interest. So I'm really excited to read this. Yes, Elizabeth, we can read this together. I think that would be super fun. It'll be a quick read. And so I will definitely add this to my October TBR. Okay, so I'm going to start with my library book sale haul. So first up, I've got Evangeline of the Bayou by Jan Eldridge. This is an advanced reader's copy, but I believe this has already been published. Yes, it came out in May, I believe. Or actually, I think it came out in 2018. I don't care. It's an advanced reader's copy, but it's still a book. I'm going to read it. I've been really excited about this one. I've thought about doing this with my middle grade book club, making it an option for them possibly. But this is about a girl named Evangeline, and she is a huntress, and she is going to be in Louisiana around the Bayou in New Orleans. And I don't really know a whole lot more about it than that. It says it's a tale of loyalty and determination, the powerful bonds of family, and the courage to trust your gut no matter how terrifying that might be. So this just sounds super cute and like a good spooky middle grade, so I'm really excited about this one. It also has illustrations throughout, so I'm excited to read this one too. And then next I have Fortunately the Milk by Neil Gaiman, which I already have a copy of back here, but that one was illustrated by Chris Riddell, and I noticed when I picked this one up for $1, like who's not gonna pick this up for $1, that this one was illustrated by Scotty Young. And I initially picked this up because I was like, oh, I can just get this and give it to like my book club kiddos. And yeah, so I just noticed there's like something in there. That'll be okay. But anyways, this one has different illustrations, and I was like, well, I can just reread it. It's short. So if you don't know what this one's about, essentially this dad wakes up one morning, he's trying to feed his kids breakfast and finds out there's no milk, so he goes out to get the milk, and when he comes back, it kind of took him a little while, and so he tells his kids the story of all the shenanigans that happened while he was trying to get milk. There are pirates, there are aliens, there are just wild things that happen throughout the story. So I would highly recommend this one if you have a younger middle grade kiddo, or if you just like fun, quirky Neil Gaiman stories. This is a great one. Then I got The Invention of Hugo Cabaret by Brian Selznick. So I've been wanting to read this one for a while, and then one of my book club kiddos, Luke, actually was reading this. I'm not sure if he's finished yet, but he was telling me I need to read this one. So I'm really excited about this. I love how it has like the face on the cover. Love it. Like, it's gonna be kind of creepy on my shelves, but it's not like a super scary face. But I love Brian Selznick's, like, the way he writes. Well, I don't know, I haven't read his books yet, but like the way he puts together his books is like you've got writing, and then you've got like these giant illustrations, and this just looks so interesting. I'm so excited to read this. So I can't remember a whole lot about what this one's about. So it says there's an orphan clock keeper and thief named Hugo who lives in the walls of a busy Paris train station where his survival depends on secrets and anonymity. But when his world suddenly interlocks, like the gears of the clocks he keeps, with an eccentric bookish girl and a bitter old man who runs a toy booth in the train station, Hugo's undercover life and his most precious secret are put in jeopardy. A cryptic drawing, a treasured notebook, a stolen key, a mechanical man, and a hidden message from Hugo's dead father form the backbone of this intricate, tender, and spellbinding mystery. So, oh, this just sounds so good. I'm so excited to read this one. So I'll have to let Luke know how I enjoyed it, and I'll let you guys know as well. Then I went to McKay's in Nashville. If you have a McKay's near you, I highly recommend it. It's kind of like Half Price Books, which I've never been to a Half Price Books, but it's the same concept as like your giant used bookstores where you get books for pretty cheap, and I love it. It's like my favorite bookstore. So first off, I picked up book 6, 10, and 13 in the Series of Unfortunate Events series. I picked these up because I'm trying to collect them, and you can get them for like $2.50 at McKay's, like a pretty much brand new used hardcover for like $2.50. So I got the 6th one, which is the Ersatz Elevator. Then I got the 10th one, which is the Slippery Slope, and then I got 13th one, which is the End. So now I only need the 8th one, the 11th one, and the 12th one. Then I will have the complete series and can binge them, because I've really been wanting to do that. I read the first few when I was younger, and I love the Netflix adaptation. I don't like the movie so much with Jim Carrey. It's fine, but it doesn't have the same vibes as the books. But the Neil Patrick Harris Netflix TV series adaptation is so good, and I want to reread the whole series and then watch the shows again. And yeah, so really excited about that. I also got Sometimes I Lie by Alice Feeny. So you guys know that I read this already, and I loved it so much that I had to own it. I had tried a couple other of Alice Feeny's books, but I wasn't really sure I wanted to read it because her topics are kind of like hard at times. So this one does have rape in there, so it's just trigger warning for that. But I think the story would have held up without it, and I don't think it like just completely ruined the story for me. This is one of my favorite thrillers. It's probably my number 2 favorite thriller, my number 2 favorite twist. I love it so much. So it's about this girl named Amber Reynolds, and it says, "My name is Amber Reynolds. There are 3 things you should know about me. 1, I'm in a coma. 2, my husband doesn't love me anymore. And 3, sometimes I lie." So this is a domestic thriller, but it is domestic, but it's not like what you think, or not at least what I think domestic thriller goes by. There are twists and turns along the way. The twist in here made me gasp. I was like, oh my gosh, I had no idea. Like, it just made me rethink everything. I had to think back with everything I had read, and yes, this was just so good. So Amber wakes up in a coma. She doesn't know what has happened to her, and so you get like different perspectives on the timeline, where you have before her accident, what happened during her accident, And then you have like kind of now where she's trying to recall what happened while she's in a coma, and there's some things going on now. But you also get pieces from her diary from her childhood. So it's really, really good. If you have not read Sometimes I Lie by Alice Feeny, it's pretty short. I listened to it on audiobook, which I really enjoyed, so I highly recommend this one. Next up, I got another book that was recommended by one of my book club kiddos, and it's also a Brian Selznick book. This is Wonderstruck by Brian Selznick, and one of my book club kiddos, his name is Everett, he wanted me to read this one so bad. He said that I needed to pick this one up. This one also has a face on the cover, and this one says, let's see, Ben and Rose secretly wish their lives were different. Ben longs for the father he has never known. Rose dreams of a mysterious actress whose life she chronicles in a scrapbook. When Ben discovers a puzzling clue in his mother's room and Rose reads an enticing headline in the newspaper, both children set out alone on desperate quests to find what they are missing. Set 50 years apart, these two independent stories, Ben's told in words, Rose's in pictures. Oh, I'm excited. Okay. Weave back and forth with mesmerizing symmetry. How they unfold and ultimately intertwine will surprise you, challenge you, and leave you breathless with wonder. Okay, I'm excited. So, once again, you've got the whole, like, there's words and there's pictures, and now we know those two stories are going to be kind of back and forth. So, super excited to check this one out. I will have to let Everett know what I think as well as you guys. The next, I had to finally pick up The Last Time I Lied by Riley Sager. So this is one of my favorite thrillers. I love it, but I have not owned it yet because everywhere I feel like it's $30 or $40 to get this in hardback now. And I don't like the little flaps, kind of like on Sometimes I Lie, which I didn't mind getting that in soft cover paper. What am I trying to say? Paperback. But I don't like these little windows, like how the cover's shorter. So I didn't want to get this one since it was one of my favorites too in that form, and so I found the hardback at McKay's for $7 and I had to pick it up. The only thing that's really messed up with it is there's a little bending on the dust jacket, but other than that, it looks brand new. So this is my absolute favorite thriller of all time. Best twist, like my whole body like was just frozen and emotional and gasping, and like I thought I was gonna hyperventilate with this twist. Like it was so good. Highly recommend this one if you are looking for a good thriller. This kind of reminds me of Pretty Little Liars as well. You follow this girl who was at this summer camp, and she was there with these other girls, and then all these other girls end up going missing, and they're like, are they missing? Did they die? We don't know. And so this girl ends up going back to that camp years later and trying to figure out what happened to the other girls, and oh my gosh, it's just so good. It's so good. This is a really good summer thriller, so I'd highly recommend picking up during the summertime, but it's also really good for fall as well. The last book that I got at McKay's was Who is Maude Dixon by Alexandra Andrews. So I have not heard a lot of people talking about this one. I haven't seen it a lot of places, but I saw it on a like publishing webinar. I don't know why I can't figure out what those things are called, but like a webinar for a publisher where they talk about upcoming books. And it was compared to something, and I cannot remember what it was. I keep thinking it was compared to The Silent Patient, and now I don't know that that's what it was compared to. But whatever it was, I kept remembering it and remembering that I wanted to pick this one up. So I don't really remember what this one's about either, so I'm going to read the synopsis to you, but I'm so excited to have found it at McKay's. So it says, all she ever wanted was a different life. Florence Darrow is a low-level publishing employee who believes that she's destined to be a famous writer. When she stumbles into a job as the assistant to the brilliant, enigmatic novelist known as Maude Dixon, whose true identity is a secret, it appears that the universe is finally providing Florence's big chance. The arrangement seems perfect. Maude Dixon, whose real name, Florence discovers is Helen Wilcox, can be prickly, but she is full of pointed wisdom, not only on how to write, but also on how to live. Florence quickly falls under Helen's spell and eagerly accompanies her to Morocco, where Helen's new novel is set. I'm not going to say anything else because I've heard, and I know what the synopsis says, but I've heard that the whole synopsis kind of gives a little bit of a spoiler for something. But yeah, I think one lady wants to take over the other lady's life or something like that. So like live her life as her, and I think that may be a twist. I don't know, but it's in the synopsis. So either way, I'm really excited about reading this one. Okay, next up, I went to Barnes & Noble. And you guys, I know this is crazy, but I have never been to a Barnes & Noble before. Locally, I only have a Books A Million, and the closest Barnes & Noble was like 2 hours away. And usually if I'm going to go 2 hours away for a bookstore, I would go to McKay's because I can get it cheaper. They're used books, but they're still in pretty good condition, and so I usually go there. But I got to go to Barnes & Noble, and you guys, oh my goodness, like I've got clips of it from my birthday vlog, but I was blown away. It's so far superior to Books A Million, and I I don't know why there's not a Barnes & Noble around here. There used to be, and then Books A Million somehow beat it out. Like, what? Are you serious? Like, oh, Barnes & Noble is so awesome. If you've never been, please go. The marketing and the way they have it set up is just, like, spot on. So anyways, I got 4 books from there. So I got Meddling Kids by Edgar Cantero, and I'm really excited about this one. I didn't know if I was going to pick it up or not because I've only heard about it from one place, and that was from Gavin from How to Train Your Gavin. But if you don't already know this about me, I am like a Scooby-Doo fanatic. Well, I guess I shouldn't say fanatic. I don't like have a lot of memorabilia or anything like that with Scooby-Doo, but I love the Scooby-Doo shows. I've watched all the way back from the beginning, like the new Scooby-Doo shows, the Scooby-Doos where they have like Batman and the Harlem Globetrotters and all those like older Scooby-Doos, the Scooby and Scrappy shows, the Pup Named Scooby-Doo, like all of the older ones, all the newer ones up to What's New Scooby-Doo. I love the live action Scooby-Doo movies. Like, give me all the Scooby-Doo. It's my comfort show. It's my mental health show. When I need a mental health day, I will put Scooby-Doo on. So this is basically an adult Scooby-Doo. So you have these 4 teenagers and a dog in 1977. They are solving the mystery of Sleepy Lake. They catch the guy, put him in jail, and then in 1990, this the group is kind of like, I don't know if they're split up. I think they're split up, and like one of them's plagued with night terrors, and they're just kind of having to deal with adult life now. But then they find out when this guy comes out of jail that they caught the wrong person. They got the wrong guy, and so now they've got to go back and try to figure out who actually committed this crime. And so this just sounds so good. It says this is a mad scientist concoction of H.P. Lovecraft, teen detectives, and a love of Americana. So it's a horror novel. It's got thrilling twists, outright hilarity, and surprising poignancy. So I'm so excited to read this. Like, I really am tempted to put this on my October TBR, but I don't know. Like, I have so many books I need to read, but like, this just sounds so good, and it's newer. I think it came out like this year. I don't even know. I think it came out recently. But either way, I'm really excited to read this one. Like I said, especially as a Scooby-Doo fan. Oh, it didn't come out recently. It says 2017 or 18. I don't know why I'm just now hearing about this, but it sounds super good. You've got like the picture of the gang and the dog right here capturing the bad guy. So, oh, this just sounds so good. So I'm really excited about this one. Then I got What Lives in the Woods by Lindsay Curry. So now I think I officially own all of Lindsay Curry's books, though I have not read any of them yet. I am going to read Scritch Scratch with my book club kiddos in October, and this I think is Lindsay Curry's newest book, maybe? Is this her newest book? Yeah, so it just came out, and I got it for $8 at Barnes & Noble. I was like, yes, please. So this is about a girl named Jenny and Jenny, excuse me. All she wants from her summer is to relax, attend a writing workshop, and spend time with her best friend. But then her father surprises her family with a month-long trip to Michigan, and they are going to be staying in century-old Woodmore Manor. When they arrive, Jenny is immediately spooked by the creepy house and the rumors of what lives in the surrounding woods. Legend says the forest is inhabited by prowling creatures with glowing eyes that prey on campers who are never seen again. And Jenny can't shake the feeling that there's something wrong with the house as well. Shadowy figures, a strange ticking sound in the walls, and a mannequin, okay, maybe I shouldn't read this. I don't do well with dolls or mannequins, so we'll see how that goes. Mannequin that has a mind of its own, all converge to make for a terrifying stay. And as Jenny investigates, she learns that there's more than one legend roaming around, and this one definitely isn't after campers, it's after her. So, oh, this just sounds so good. I need to read this for spooky season, but I'll probably put it off for a little bit just because I have lots of spooky books I need to read. Then I got Anya's Ghost by Vera Broskal. So this was the first graphic novel I ever read. I read it back in 2018 when I was working at the academic library, where my library journey kind of began, and I wanted to dabble in graphic novels. And so I picked this one up. I gave it 4 stars, and I've been wanting to reread it since then because I've always thought about this book and I always want to recommend it. And I love how the tones match the story. It's kind of like a monotone look. Monotone, that's not the right word. Monotone's like voice. Either way, it's just like, you get what I'm trying to say. So I apologize if my brain is just kind of off because I started a new job this week and I'm exhausted. So that's just part of it. When you start a new job and learn new things, you get information overload, you get exhausted. So anyways, if I'm a little bit incoherent today, that's why. Either way, I love Anya's Ghost and I'm excited to read this one again. I'll probably read it in October because I want to see if I would like keep my rating, bump my rating, lower my rating, but I feel like this could be even a 5-star for me at this point. I don't know, but I know it's at least a 4-star because I love this book and I have not been able to stop thinking about it since. It is about this girl named Anya who ends up falling into a well, and she finds this ghost girl, and the ghost girl is like, my bones are down here, I died down here, nobody found me, but I can't leave the well. I want to see the world. I'm kind of tethered to the world. Can you take my bones with you and like show me the world or whatever, you know? So anyways, you need to read this. It's kind of a little sinister. It's a lot darker than what you'd think. This was, I think, a young adult. I don't know if it's middle grade or young adult, but it was in the young adult section of the academic library that I worked at. So I'm not quite sure. It probably could be like passed between both of them, but it's definitely super creepy. So check this one out for spooky season if you haven't already. And then the last book that I have is Ghost Girl by Malanenko. I have been anticipating this for most of the year. So this was said to be great for fans of small spaces and night books, which I love both of those. And I honestly feel like every publisher or like whoever does the blurbs or anything to do with books, they're all saying, if you like small spaces, then read this. Because small spaces is such a great spooky middle grade, so I feel like that's a tag for a lot of books now. But it drew me into this one, so this one looks super awesome. Like, I'm so excited to read this one. This one is about a girl named Z Puckett, and she loves ghost stories. She just never expected to be living one. It all starts with a dark and stormy night when the sky's clear. Everything is different. People are missing. There's a creepy new principal who seems to know everyone's darkest dreams, and Z is seeing frightening things. Large, scary dogs that talk, and maybe even a ghost. When she tells her classmates, only her best friend Elijah believes her. Worse, mean girl Nellie gives Z a cruel nickname, Ghost Girl. But whatever the storm washed up isn't going away. Everyone's most selfish wishes start coming true in creepy ways. All three of them, Z, Elijah, and Nellie, will have to work together if they're going to give their ghost story a happy ending. So, it says, she crafts a tale of friendship, self-love, and the importance of doing the right thing. So, I'm super pumped about this one. This is one of my most anticipated spooky middle grades of the year. I really want to read this in October. I'm going to have to I don't even know if I'm going to have time to read all of this because with my new job, I'm going to be really busy. And so we'll see. I really hope that I'm able to read a lot of the books that I had planned to read because this is my favorite time of the year and my favorite time of the year to read spooky books, obviously, because it's spooky season. So hopefully I'll be able to get to this and all the other ones that I hope to read. All right, y'all, that is all for this book haul. Thank you again so much to those of you who sent me things. Thank you to Lauren and Emily and Elizabeth and Ashley. Who else sent me things? And Tiffany. I think I got everybody. But thank you all so much for sending me things. I feel so loved. You guys are awesome. I love the online book community so much. I've made so many great friends and I continue to make more friends. I just love that. That is why I really wanted to join this community in the first place, was because I loved books. I wanted to share that love with others, talk about books with others, and I have come across some amazing people online, and I'm so thankful for each and every one of you. Once again, you guys never have to send me anything, but it does warm my heart, makes me feel so loved, and I love opening things. I love surprises. So thank you guys so much. Hopefully you guys learned about some new books that you haven't heard of before. Let me know in the comments if you've read any of these before or if any of these are on your TBR. And yeah, I think that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.